Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Circle. It's MJ, and today I am joined, of course, by my better half, Pina. And we have a special guest today who doesn't come on the podcast enough, if you ask me, our wonderful executive director, Jackie. Now, I know it's crazy. You haven't seen us in a very long time, and I promise you we're not avoiding you. Okay, let's not jump to any conclusions. It's been insanely busy around here. So, today we are going to sit back and talk about what the heck has been going on with SDRJ. Where have we been? What have we been doing? How is everybody doing? Checking in with each other and checking with you, making sure everybody's cool. So, sit back, grab a drink, let's get chatting. So, Pina, I'm going to hand it over to you. I want you to tell the listeners and the viewers, because now, hi, we have a video platform. What the heck has been going on with SDRJ?
As normal, we still have our conflict management program that we run as we receive referrals through GSPS, the courts, Beach Ardo, and organizations such as that. But we have a lot of new things coming on. So at the beginning of the year, we started a pilot project called Project Connect Us, and we have teamed up with the city of Greater Sudbury and working in some of their geared to income housing units and apartment buildings. Supporting the individuals there. So I know we've done a podcast already on it, but for just kind of an overview, the reason why we connected with the city on this is because we are trying to create programs that start at the root. And we do know that with geared income housing comes its challenges. So by implementing us into their building, we've been able to support the youth that are in the building and also a lot of the adults as well. It's started out of kind of a youth project, and now we have connected with so many individuals from cradle to grave. And I mean, Jackie is there with me almost every week. So she also sees like how many individuals we are seeing every single day. So we're there 3 nights a week. We have an art-based program that we do on Monday nights with the youth. And Tuesdays, as we know, we love navigating individuals into the right directions. So we do kind of like a youth navigation, or anybody who kind of wants to come talk to me to help get supported. We do that. And then on Wednesday nights, we bring in a social service that can help support some of the challenges that individuals and residents are facing in that community. So we have everything from education fairs to addiction and mental health supports coming in. We've had adult education come in, as long as like universities and school boards. And we're trying to just get those individuals connected right there in their homes so that any barriers and challenges that they may face getting connected with services, we can help support them. So that's kind of like Project Connect Us, and it's honestly been amazing. Jackie, I don't know what your thoughts have been on the progress that we've made with Project Connect Us, but in my like heart, I'm there every week. It's my heart and soul right now for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, Project Connect Us has been a huge passion project. Like when we first started talking about it, I believe we talked about it on the most recent podcast we did. We were discussing the legal NAV program. Back then it was in its infancy. So we had all these goals and all these aspirations that we wanted for it. And then with me being the third party, so I do all the marketing and stuff for it. I'm not actively there all the time, but I'm fortunate enough that I get to see firsthand the results of what's happening. Because I'm not there every day, I'm able to see the growth and the changes. You know, we hit speed bumps. We have to cancel every so often because something comes up, but then we're always able to turn around, pivot, and create something more beautiful afterwards. One of the Project Connect Us's biggest projects that I wanted to talk about, and that hopefully we could talk about soon on another podcast up, the mural. The beautiful, absolutely gorgeous mural. I'll see if I can insert a photo here whenever I upload this.
Photos of it yesterday on my phone.
Yeah, if you can send those over.
Yeah, for sure. No, that mural, that was something that the city, they already had applied for funding for it before we got there. And they had they had connected with Live, Laugh, Love. Live,
Live,
Love,
love louder.
Sorry, words. I say Live, Laugh, Love all the time too. But Live, Laugh, Louder, and Wallace and his team. And that was something I never like really knew getting into Project Connect that I would be a part of, let alone helping organize it. And what we did essentially is we had many community meetings where individuals can come and share what they wanted on that. Guidelines for it was surrounding DEI. And so diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so we were trying to find a way to incorporate DEI while also making it connected to that community.
Right.
And something I love is that we have so many individuals that have pets. And like, all three of us, we are addicted to our dogs. They are our favorite things in the whole world.
Yeah.
So one of the murals is actually a photo of all different kinds of pets in a contrast like way. And it was just something that the residents felt home to because that's how they connect with one another. They're all outside taking their dogs out on a walk or letting them all play together. They all know each other. The dogs know each other more than the people at this point, honestly. And it was like one of my things that like really hit home to me. The really amazing thing about it, on top of having these meetings where the community members could express what they wanted to see on their walls, they also got to help paint it.
Yeah.
We had children as young as one, us helping them, of course, painting this wall, from their grandparents helping them, and more. Like, it was just so nice to see so many community members involved with such an amazing thing. And the comments that we've been receiving about it are how every day when they wake up and they go downstairs to go leave or go do their groceries or go to work, they are greeted by this beautiful flower. And these flowers are national flowers from other countries where we may have newcomers in the building, including ours, of course. So we were able to incorporate as many other national flowers as we could. And there's a story of a woman, and she's Turkish, and part of her name actually means this flower. So when she saw it, she got a little emotional because she was like, I come downstairs every day to go to work and I see me up there. And it was just such an amazing experience. And like, Carissa did so much amazing work with it. Wallace and his team were amazing to work with. And we need to get a photo of everybody together. Now, Wallace is also a teacher on top of it. So like, that in itself is chaotic. So
Yeah.
But eventually we will be getting a photo and hopefully be doing that media release to present to the community. Because another reason why we wanted to do it is to kind of end the stigma towards geared to income housing. And that's something that I saw going into Rumble. It was something amazing to me. These kids were amazing. These people were amazing. And I completely blocked all of that out. So now they get to present this beautiful piece to the community and show, we love being here and we feel connected as a whole.
Exactly. No, I again, being a third party and on the outside when you guys were initially talking about starting the mural, because they got the funding, which was amazing. So it's not like it was something that we had to worry about applying for funding for this project. It was already kind of there and set up for us. What I was really happy to see was the implementation of using the people who live in the building to help give them a purpose, give them something to work on in their building, to have a little piece of them. Like you're talking about that lovely Turkish lady who now feels such a connection to her home because she comes down and, goes outside, goes to work, goes grocery shopping, whatever, and she gets to pass by it every day and be like, hey, I'm a little piece of me's up there. Or that little 1-year-old who now is going to celebrate probably their 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th birthday and go back and see the mural every time they go outside to play and be like, I helped with that. Right? It's such an important feeling of purpose and community, which was the goal. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we lost Jackie. Tech issues are so much fun. That's the joys of working remote.
To cut her out at this point if she got lost again.
Yeah, exactly. So it will probably just carry on the two of us, which is fine. Now, we've talked about Project Connect Us, but I also wanted to talk about another big thing that we accomplished this year, and that was the move.
Oh my God.
From our old location. Yeah. So a lot of people thought that we were done. They thought SDRJ was just going away, and it doesn't help that, because of how busy everything has been, it's been hard to keep up and fill everybody in on what the heck has been going on, which is the purpose of this episode. So talk to me about the move. How was that?
So we moved from our Elm Street location in with NYS. Northern Youth Services. So we moved into their open custody facility. They had an extra classroom that was available. So we kind of just made it work for our office. And it was the best thing that we had ever did. I was so happy. One, because we actively work with Northern Youth Services on a daily basis. Their executive director, Laura, is one of the most kind-hearted women I've ever met in my life. She is so intelligent and her dog is so cute. So now we get to go into an office that we feel welcomed in, an office that speaks to what we're doing in our community and the connections that we've made. And then we also get to bounce ideas off of one another and support one another more, which has just made things ultimately amazing. I love it. I'm so excited for our partnership with Northern Youth Services. And obviously it's going to continue in ways that we don't even know yet. And I'm so excited to see what more it has for us.
Yeah, you and me both. So last month I was in Sudbury for a completely other different thing. I know, and we missed each other, which sucks. However, I was in town and I shot Jackie a message. I'm like, hey, I want to come check out the new space just because, you see photos of it, but photos don't do it justice. It's so cozy and comfy in there. And that was my thought too, was we work with NYS frequently. We always have. It just made a lot of sense for us just to kind of move our way on in there, you know what I mean? And Laura does have a really cute dog, and we're dog people, so that was just a bonus.
She bakes every Monday. She brings in baking. So,
well,
win-win. It's a win-win.
No, honestly, it's more than that. I feel like it was a strategic move.
Oh, for sure.
Strategic for dog, baking, and convenience. So, I know, it's awesome. What else has been going on? My God, it just feels like we've been doing so much. As you can see, our platform for the podcast has changed. I'll probably be continuing using this format as well for our listen and learns coming up, so keep an eye out for that. We're coming into the end of the year. Things are hopefully going to start slowing down so we can get back into, connecting with our friends and all of you guys who are out there who pay attention to all of our posts. Thank you so much for interacting and getting our name out there. We're going to keep making silly TikToks, I hope, because those are my favorite.
They're MJ's favorite. I cannot stand being recording.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I think they're
camera for now on. But MJ also redid our whole website this year, and it looks amazing. There's still our normal things, such as our social service database and stuff like that. Maybe we should do a listen and learn of navigating some of the things on our website.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good idea. So, yeah, if you want to, you're welcome to check it out. It's still www.sdrj.ca. But we did make some changes. So as our agency grows and changes and flexes, we're implementing new programming. We're applying for grants for new programming. We've got so many things happening and on the go all the time. We need a website that we could continuously update as things change and as things flex, because that's what happens. That's the reality of the work that we're in. So go ahead, check it out. There's a whole section for listen and learns. There's a whole section for the Circle podcast. There's awesome resources on there, programming resources. You can check out all the programs that are currently being offered by Pina and by Jackie and by Kate, who is our other part-time facilitator. Shout out, Kate.
I was about to say we hired Kate. You can find that on our staff.
Yes, if you visit our staff page, you can check out Kate. She's pretty great. So go ahead, check those out. My gosh, what else has been going on? Let me take a look. So Jackie had prepared notes prior to coming in because she's a lot more organized than we are. Pina and I like to do these things by the seat of our pants.
Yeah. We do not prepare
Yes.
these things.
No, not really. What is happening in here? Let's see. So, exciting news. We have applied for a new grant to continue to expand Project Connect Us and hopefully bring on some new agencies to help us out. But speaking of Project Connect Us, I'm just looking through Jackie's notes. So, before she left, she was kind enough to provide me with her executive director report, which kind of summarizes everything that's been going on. She has a whole section about Project Connect Us, and she's talking about the month of November and some of the exciting activities that you have planned for the residents of 1960 Paris Street, formerly known as Rumball Terrace. Tell me about it. What the heck's going on?
Going back, we had a pumpkin painting contest, and I was there handing out candy for Halloween, and I just got to see so many new faces and so many new people, like, getting excited that we were open and doing something for the kids. So we're trying to hold on to that energy. Like, I had the most fun that night. So in November, Monday, we're doing a board game night. And so we'll have everything from Monopoly to Jenga to Operation to card games. And I'm just so excited, to learn new board games, because I also am encouraging other, like, the residents and stuff to bring their own board games. And I'm excited to be able to learn something new and also, like, learn what my kids get excited about in these types of, like, environments and, like, their competitiveness, because, like, I grew up from a pretty big family. I would say that I'm pretty competitive. So now I have to, like, implement that on the kids, so I'm excited to see how that goes. And then we have a bingo night. March of Dimes does a bingo with their residents that actively see them and stuff. So we want to open up to the youth, see how they liked it. I myself love bingo. So I'm excited about that. And the final thing that we're doing is we are going to be doing Christmas crafts and, like, drawings for one of the seniors' homes. One of the women from the city had said, like, hey, we have a seniors building. If you guys want to, like if you guys are doing something, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to teach a bunch of little children how to make snowflakes.
Oh my
So that we can put
God.
them up on their ceiling.
So cute.
Something that I want to do for that is, yes, I want the youth to be doing the arts and crafts and making everything. But if you know of any high school students that would like volunteer hours, I want to be able to go and decorate, their living space for them. So you guys can reach out. I am really excited about that. And it's something that I think brings a lot of the community together. And we'll be doing more Christmas activities as December rolls in as well.
Absolutely. So, if any of you guys listening out there are a high school student, you want to get involved, you can go ahead and you can email Pina at sdrj.ca. Isn't that cool? How fancy.
That is fancy.
So go ahead and shoot her an email and she will get you all hooked up. Let me see what else is going on. Let's see. So some of the future work. So we want to continue collaborating with community partners. So Jackie has been working really hard on, establishing these community connections. And it's been really great because with community connections, we're able to continue the work that we're doing, but we're also able to lean on sister agencies similar to ours that are doing the same work. We've talked about it before. There's always this stigma in the social service world where it's like, we are independent, we stick to our bubble and, we do what we do. No, that's not the way that it is, right? We are all working together towards a common goal, is we want the youth in Sudbury, we want the people in Sudbury, we want the community of Sudbury to come together, be the best that they can be. With how crazy the world is right now, like, you need your community, you need your people, right? So
Yeah.
expanding and reaching out to these sister agencies and collaborating on projects is awesome, and we love doing it. On the note of collaborating with sister agencies and other agencies we work with already, tell me a little bit about you guys, being you and Jackie, going into Greater Sudbury Police Service and providing some restorative justice training. Heard about that.
Yeah, so we were reached out by some individuals at GSPS to come and train some of their officers in restorative justice practices and how restorative justice can be implemented in policing. So it was supposed to be this month. Unfortunately, it got pushed, but we are very excited to go. We're going to do a little bit about trauma. How does trauma affect the work that they do? And then we're going to go into the practices that police services actually already do that can be considered restorative justice. So as we've talked about before, under the Youth Criminal Justice Act, police officers, depending on the nature of the crime, are supposed to be making referrals to programming instead of placing a charge on a youth. So that's where our youth diversion program comes in, our partnership with GSPS, John Howard, and CMHA. So that is a restorative justice practice within the policing and criminal code already. And so we're going to go into like little details like that. Obviously, as being a police officer, safety is your number one concern, making sure people are safe and okay. But there's always those side conversations about like, how can we do like a little bit more? And when you're having those conversations with the individuals you're working with, whether it's a 5-minute conversation or it's a 10-minute conversation to say, hey, I know there are things that can help you. Let me just bring you to these individuals. Here are their contact information, have at her, right? Because it can be very difficult for a police officer to have the time to speak about that. And it's not necessarily their first priority.
Exactly.
Right? But as we know, like GSPS, Greater Sudbury Police Service, they post their statistics online on social media. And the statistics that we're seeing for domestic violence situations, for family disputes, for youth involved, not to mention when we talk about the homelessness individuals and those things that are also rooted in the justice system can now be almost preventable in some sort of way, because that one interaction and that one conversation that somebody has can move an individual no matter who it may be. So we're very, very excited to get to know a lot more of the police officers in Sudbury, because I hear about 1,010 police officers' name when we're through the courts or we're through youth diversion or I have to contact one, but I actually don't know them. And I believe that this programming is going to be like in like not smaller groups, but in platoons as they come. So I'm really excited to get to know some of them and teach them about what they're doing already and what more we can do as a police service.
Absolutely. And I think it's really cool that they invited us to come and, educate. Like, I know Jackie and you have gone into schools, and it's part of our programming just to teach people what the heck restorative justice is. I mean, I do it as well on my end through all of our resource stuff, but I think it's really cool that we're going into a place that's so clouded by colonial justice, traditional justice, and we're able to be like, listen, these are our ideas, these are our thoughts, this is what we do. What do you think? And come to a collaborative, response. The education piece is, of course, always important. We love educating.
Yeah.
So I love that that's an opportunity they've provided for us. Other than that, I think as far as we can update you guys on now, there is stuff that is happening in the background that we can't talk about yet.
Or I don't know if I can talk about it. So
exactly. So we will have to do a follow-up episode, part 2 of this, because there is a lot happening. But to settle a couple of the rumors. We're fine. We're okay.
I wouldn't say we're okay, but we are alive as an agency.
Yes, we're alive, okay? We are alive, we are thriving, we are busy, we are constantly going, we are evolving, we are changing shape, we moved, we have new programming, we're applying for more funding for more programming. So expect to see a lot more in the future. It's a little chaotic. But, we're back. We're doing our best. I'm really excited that we're coming into Christmas season. I know it's only November, but man, I can't wait.
Me either. I'm
so excited.
I need an advent calendar to start.
They make 2-month advent calendars starting November 1st.
Red Bull advent calendars. And if anybody is looking for a Christmas gift for Pina, a Red Bull advent calendar would do her wonders.
Yep. Any of our youth that have Pina as their program coordinator, their program facilitator, if you're looking to get your lovely Pina a gift for this upcoming holiday season, she accepts payments in Red Bull.
That applies to you too, Jackie.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to you, Jack. We miss you. Okay, well, I think that's going to end today's episode. Pina, thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry that we lost Jackie. I know that she had a lot to say. Maybe we'll catch her on the part 2.
I think we need to.
Yeah, I think so too. We've got so much information, and it's okay, should we talk about this? Are we able to talk about this? There's so much on the back burner.
I know.
So it'll be exciting. As always, you can see on your screen, this is our website, www.sdrj.ca. Go online, click around, explore a little bit. We're at RJSudbury on all of our social media, so TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, although we don't really use Twitter anymore, and then Sudbury District Restorative Justice on LinkedIn. Go and check it out. That's about it.
Girl Scouts.
Peace out. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.